Marketers in 2022 face enormous challenges. We're in the midst of mind-boggling technological innovation. Marketers are being challenged with vast audience fragmentation, a content explosion, and intensifying demands to be more transparent and trustworthy. Today, we have three leaders who will present actionable insights on how they are working on a pathway to marketing success. The first one is Mauricio Angelone, CEO Digital Reef. We also are happy to have Rafael Belloso, Senior Regional Brand Marketing Manager, Ocean Spray Cranberries. And finally, Jean-Paul Ciamarella, Media Lead Popeyes North America from Restaurants Brands International. Just a few kickoff facts of what marketers today face. One, ad clutter. Consumers are exposed to between 4,000 and 10,000 ads a day. There's what we call the audience fragmentation explosion because of all these new media applications and the personalized content that media and corporations are now able to do. The entire global US 600 billion advertising market is in flux. Much of the data that supports automation and multi-channel marketing lives within separate closed ecosystems, like Facebook, Google, Amazon, linear television, OTT, and CTV. Until recently, in addition, we have the cookies Armageddon, if you want to call it like that, and it's all consumers until recently were tracked by third-party cookies. Now analysts predict that only 15% of consumers will be targetable through third-party cookies. So there's technological, creative, and many other challenges. And we're blessed today to count with these three marketers who I will be asking a few questions. Please provide an example of how you have innovated to tackle a key marketing challenge. Describe the challenge and the solution you have implemented.
Yes, we saw our industry quickly changing in the past couple of years. We saw user privacy finally becoming a very important focus for all, and that brought to major changes in tracking methodologies, leading to actually a cookie-less world where first-party data becomes key to achieve marketing goals for brands. And we saw at the same time increased frauds and tech fragmentation that actually led a lot of brands and companies, advertisers, to invest in technology that were not proved yet. So at Digital Reef, the way we try to resolve all this, we built one of the largest independent direct-to-consumer on-device ad tech platforms in the industry, based on a large inventory of mobile carriers and app publisher that guarantees privacy protection and first-party access for first-party data access. And in addition to targeted rich media advertising and marketing, we support a large customer data platform tool that leverages Digital Reef's sophisticated artificial intelligence engine to profile user behavior. So brands can actually are allowed to access audience intelligence and consumer insight that provide the ability to understand profile, target, and engage with any enabled device from our technology.
So Ocean Spray Cranberries is a very well-known brand in the US, but very limited brand awareness in key markets internationally. A great example is Chile. Recently, we launched a new product, which is a nectar beverage for Ocean Spray. And we had a big challenge, which was how to really connect with our consumers, how we tell our story that we are a co-op of 700 growers, and how we tell the story that we are actually harvesting and cranberries in Chile. So we find a solution. It was a technological solution that extended our packaging communication. So we actually had augmented reality that in our packaging that allows the consumer to learn more about the products, their benefits, and our story itself.
Yeah, so one of the key challenges that we're facing from a media perspective is audience and media landscape fragmentation. So pre-COVID, we were seeing an acceleration towards adoption of digital channels, especially connected TV. And through COVID, that trend was just accelerated by a factor of 5 or 10. And so what we're trying to do is, if you think about it, a lot of that digital media, or specifically connected TV consumption, is happening across a multitude of apps that have the same users, right? So about 75% of time with streaming is spent across 5 apps or 5 platforms: YouTube, Hulu, Disney, Amazon, and Netflix. And the rest is across the long tail. So a lot of these households have these same apps. And so there's a risk of duplicating reach across this. So what we're trying to do is minimize wasted impressions and maximize reach of unique households. And so what we've done is we're working really closely with our DSP partners to try and funnel as much of that buy through the DSP. This gives us the ability to do a couple of things. It gives us the ability to manage frequency across different connected TV partners. It gives us the ability to measure unique reach across not just connected TV, but also across other platforms. And it really creates a way of funneling through a more qualified audiences from brand into performance type campaigns.
Which technology is helping you in this endeavor?
Yeah, actually, Digital Reef, we are a one-stop shop used by most carriers and app publishers in Latin America to support their internal marketing services and offer advertising solutions to brands and advertisers in general. So our platform, the name of our platform is DR1, is a software platform that actually enables highly optimized device experience, combining notification, messaging, and rich media content with the interactivity of the smartphone experience, enabling mobile operators and application developers to deliver messaging and marketing experience to their customer in form of, again, CRM messaging, advertising, brands, and marketing support in general. Basically, our platform sits on a very large first-party database, and we use artificial intelligence and analytics to actually come up with predictive behavior from certain consumer segments, enabling brands and advertisers to actually targeting very specific segment of the consumer base. So we give actually the ability to advertiser to target in a very specific way their campaign or their messaging to a specific consumer base. And that includes obviously geolocation, include type of device, include a lot of information that we collect through our carrier partners and publisher partners in the full respect of the privacy, of the consumer privacy.
So regarding the technology, we use augmented reality. And what this allows us is the consumer to start playing with our package and looking our package through their phone and see virtually things within the package. Like you can actually see the liquid inside. You can actually play with the liquid and move your hand, and the liquid will move. And this technology allows us or help us in many ways. Number one, we were able to really tell the story of Ocean Spray. So in a more interactive way, not only with a bi-dimensional or two-dimensional packaging. The second one is that allow the consumer to play with the package. There was some gamification happening. This generates emotional connection with our product and actually give them a reason to share with other users and share with other friends. Number three, it increases your word of mouth. People talking about it, talking about the package, talking about the technology, and talking how to play with the package. Number four, it actually delivers a different way of PR because you can actually communicate that you have a technology that's actually helping you generate awareness of your product, deliver the benefits, and tell your story. And number five, it also improves some of your health brand attributes such as the technology and innovation.
So we're working with a multitude of partners. There's really no platform out there that has a single solution. The reality is that viewership of connected TV went much faster than a lot of these partners were able to come up with ideal measurement solutions and planning platforms that could help us manage a lot of these issues. What we are doing is a couple of things, right? Again, we're working really closely with our DSP partner to figure out what is the best way to set up these buys. That's one. Two, again, simplifying the way that we structure the campaigns and funnel through a lot of that media through a single DSP helps us better manage this. And three, of course, is working with the different partners that are out there that are helping measure cross-screen, that are doing cross-screen measurement. Right, so there are several partners that are trying to come up with different solutions, all the way from ComScore to LiveRamp's Data Plus Math, to again try and figure out what's the best solution here. It's also, I know Nielsen is also working on Nielsen One. They've been working on that for some time now, and scheduled to release that next year. And so again, there's not a single technology or platform that gives us the right answer. It's again working with a lot of these partners to figure out what is the best way to manage this until there is a better solution for it.
Please share some key data and results from your initiative.
Yeah, we have a lot of great examples across Latin America. Again, from both sides, our carrier inventory and publisher inventory. But I want to pick one that is specific for Brazil. So one of our customers in Brazil is a fintech company from the B2W group called AME, A-M-E. They have our technology embedded in their mobile application. And what we did with them, actually, their application allows consumer to pay bills and in stores or gas station with the mobile phone, with the application. And so what we did with them, actually, we have run, for example, one of the campaigns, we have run one geolocation campaign. AME has 11,000 point of interest, basically points where consumer can use their application to pay, gas station, stores, restaurants, etc. And with our geolocation capability, we have targeted a group of consumers that were actually around those areas of interest, where consumer could pay, could use the application. And we have messaged those consumers within the app, so on their smartphone, when they were around those locations. So we have achieved an amazing result there. We have sent 230 million pushes to consumer in 30 days, and we actually activated 40%, about 40% of the base that was geolocalized during our campaign. So it's a massive result that we achieved in Brazil with this company.
So as all new technology, there's an adaptation curve. And consumers still a little bit confused about what augmented reality is, virtual reality, the metaverse, NFT. So as the consumer gets more familiar with this type of technology, they will be starting to use it more and more and actually look for it and activate it. I'm pretty sure that this technology will be used in all consumer packaged goods company, and in particular in the package and how to extend your package into your communication. About 10% of the people that actually bought the product activated the experience. So they're engaging with us in a manner that they weren't before. and they're actually learning more about our products, about our history, about the story that we want to tell. And that's exactly what we wanted. The beauty of this technology is that it also allows you to learn about how many downloads, the demographics, so who is buying your product, what flavors they're buying, actually understand if they share, because there's a gamification there and they can share with others. So you will learn about if they're sharing that with other people. You can even ask questions. So the amount of interaction and engagement that you can drive out of this type of tools and technology will help a lot for marketers to really position our products. In terms of investment and the implementation of the technology, it's not a big investment. It will depend how big of the experience you want the augmented reality to be, but compared to other budgets in our marketing, it's not a big investment. And the technology is an easy one to implement. With a QR code in your package, you can read it and you can actually begin to experience really fast.
So right now, we've started to see some promising results. So we started to run this test in Q4 of last year. And so we've started to already see some promising results with the cost per unique household reached, right? We're starting to see savings of about 20%. We're also starting to monitor the campaigns overall to understand what is the increase in total unique reach coming from this setup. So what we're trying to do, right, is set most of our campaign buys through a DSP, which gives us the ability to better control frequency across different households. Therefore, if I set up a cap for frequency across these different households, my reach should be increasing, given the fact that my budget is finite. But if I allow frequency caps to come in place, I should be able to reach many more households within a campaign at any given time. So that we're still trying to measure because of how our campaigns and our buys were set up previously. It was a lot of direct buys, very fragmented, and no platforms were speaking to each other. Now, by funneling everything to, or most of our buys through our DSP, we're able to have those partners and those placements speak to each other to better manage frequency and drive an increase in unique reach across the entire buy.
Terrific, Mauricio, Rafael, and Jean-Paul. Thank you very much.